Hi everyone, I'm coming to you with a special vacation edition of 60-second book reviews. But because I'm on vacation, I'm going to go a little bit longer than 60 seconds because I'm feeling very relaxed these days. So we're going to relax the rules a bit around my book reviews. I can't actually see the screen, so I'm going to try not to squint. Hopefully you can see me okay in the sun here. So I've actually got a few books to talk about today. The first one I wanted to talk about was I Hear She's a Real Bitch by Jen Agg. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that name right. This is a book about a woman named Jen, obviously. It's a memoir, and she is the owner of the Black Hoof in Toronto, which is apparently a very well-known restaurant. Not living in Toronto, I wasn't aware of that. But essentially this book is about a bit about her childhood growing up. She grew up in Scarborough, and basically how she kind of made it big in the restaurant business. Apparently she was the first person to kind of introduce charcuterie into Canadian restaurants and the Canadian restaurant scene. So she's widely revered in the restaurant industry. This is a really kind of no-holds-barred book. There's a lot of vulgar language in it, but she's very frank and open, and that's what really appealed to me about this book is Jen's honesty. Something that she talks a lot about is kind of the bro scene of restaurants, especially among chefs, and how difficult it is to be a woman and kind of break into the restaurant scene. And she's constantly fighting for recognition and really just respect in her industry. So this is a really interesting read for people interested in feminist literature, and she uses the word patriarchy a lot, so that should give you an idea of the kind of tone of this book. So this is a really interesting one, really great memoir, especially for foodies. I think you'd really like it. I just finished reading this book. I read this in about, I don't know, probably about an hour. My best friend Megan gave this to me a few years ago because we used to watch Seinfeld together. This was published in 1993, so it's kind of a departure for me. I typically review newer books. But I love Jerry Seinfeld. I loved the Seinfeld show, as many other people did. And this is basically just, the book is basically just one of his stand-up acts. It's just little paragraphs. Each paragraph is kind of a joke. And it's divided up into little sections like work life, that sort of thing. But it is such a funny read. I had so many laugh out loud moments with this book. And, you know, Jerry Seinfeld's humor just appeals to everyone. He makes these hilarious observations about the world that we don't really tend to think about, but they're so true and they're so funny and so relatable. So this book, very small as you can see, perfect vacation read, highly recommended, even though it's, how old is it now? It's over 20 years old, but it is still so funny and so relevant, other than the sections about answering machines, but they're still funny to read about, so highly recommended. Jerry Seinfeld, Seinlanguage. And the book I'm reading right now is also perfect for vacation. Rich People Problems by Kevin Kwan. I just started reading it. I'm really enjoying it. I read the first book in this series. I think this is the third book in the series. It's just so fun and hilarious and outrageous, and it really does transport you to a completely different world, so I'm really going to enjoy this one as well, Rich People Problems. And what a beautiful location for me to be reading about rich people problems in. So anyways, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'm not squinting too much in this video. And yeah, I think that's it. Hopefully you guys got a chance to enjoy some vacations yourself this summer, and we'll talk soon.